yeah, I just didn't enjoy any of it. It was a very uncomfortable experience, and that's just me talking about my experience and losing my dad. And oh, I mentioned the whole concept of him saying the whole I cry when I see a poor person on television. Right. He's joking. It's a bit. He's just kind of like, I used to be poor. So seeing the past, my, what do you call that poverty-stricken lifestyle or poverty-stricken mindset that I have behind me of, if I don't work hard enough, I'm going to go back to that life. He made a joke about it on the phone, and I was like, oh man, that's not funny. Don't do that. So you know why it's not funny? Because I don't know why I thought it would be funny enough for me to pull off during my eulogy. I don't know what I was. Well, I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny at all. I just wrote down personal moments between me and my dad, and that was one that came to mind. So I wrote it in my list of things to talk about when it came to remembering him and honoring him. And I remember like that moment feeling weird because I'm like, oh, these people don't know the context of what he's trying to say or the joke, and I'm just repeating it. So now you sound crazy because people in this room might not be doing so well, like whether it's personal people he knew, like his family or friends or anybody in the room who's not, I don't know, wealthy. So I remember I got up there and I told stories about like me and him when I was a kid and me and him when I was a young adult. And then I mentioned that one particular line where he said, oh yeah, when have I ever cried? I cry when I turn the TV on, I see a poor person. Not funny at a fucking funeral, man. Not funny actually in any other context outside of him saying it out loud himself, because you're there for it and you understand what's happening. But I do remember getting off the stage and I don't know who tapped me on the shoulder. I think someone was like, that's the weirdest part. Whoever tapped me was like, hey, good set. I was like, this is what? I'm not doing time on stage at my dad's funeral. That shit is crazy. I should write a joke about all this, or maybe write a special around the whole concept of his funeral. But yeah, that was not my intention. And I don't think it was anyone else's intention. I think it's just they were telling stories about a funny guy they used to know. But still, the comedians in the room were treating it like it was Showtime at the Apollo. Like, I don't know how to explain the cognitive dissonance of people who are still living and also celebrating someone who they knew who's now gone, especially in the comedy community where I don't think there's a lot of emotional intelligence in our community to begin with. You know, everything's a bit, everything's a joke, everything's a gag. I was like, oh no, I was up there talking about my dad and like real stuff that happened. They're like, yeah, I know, but hey, that was a tight 10. And it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I mean, like, yeah, if you get laughs telling stories, that happens. But all right, all that to say, if your parent talks about people who are not doing so well in the context of a phone call where you know that he's a comedian and you're his son, don't repeat it at a funeral. That's all I have to say. All right, let's see what we got next.
Nothing. You were my first caller on this little. I'm doing something with this company, and they have me working on this. Like,
how much I get paid for answering you?
He said, how much do I get paid for answering you? I can get you some new AirPods. Oh, you actually lost some AirPods. Maybe I will get you some.
Somebody stole my AirPods.
Somebody stole his AirPods.
I think you got them.
You think I stole them? Oh God. Hey,
My dad used to do this to me all the goddamn time, and it low-key pissed me off. He would always say, JD, brother, I think you got my stuff. And I'd be like, Dad, I don't even live with you anymore. Why would I have your things? He's like, yeah, brother, because you always be getting my stuff. I'm like, this obviously in the moment is just funny. But him, he would do that a lot. So much so I'd be like, Dad, it doesn't even make sense, bro. How would I even get to these items? Brother, you know what you're doing. Yeah, brother, you know. I'm like, man, cut it out, bro. Leave me alone. Oh, is there more? Or is that it? Okay, so that was part 1. There's part 2 because I think we got disconnected at this point. Let me triple check though. Hold on.
And they have me working.
Yeah, I think it cut off. Okay, sorry. Here we go.
Perfect. All right.
Oh, snap. Hey, viewers, sorry. This is, of course, in bait. Maybe we'll call into one of you viewers.
Hello.
Hello.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. What happened to you?
I got disconnected. You were saying so much colorful commentary. I had to get you off the line.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
But
really.
yeah, I'll pay you in some AirPods, man.
Send me some AirPods. You gonna
Yeah.
send me some?
I'm gonna get you some
Hope
for
they don't have no ear. Hope they don't have no earwax in them. The way
They-
you took mine and give
no.
oh.
No, they won't
It's
have
always a
earwax in
bit.
them. Okay. He said I stole
Oh,
his
we gonna
AirPods.
speak.
No, man, I'm gonna get you a fresh pair. Compliments of the company I'm working with.
But what else do they have that I can get free?
He said, "What else do they have that I can get free?" Hey, man, we'll put that. I'll make sure to follow up with them on our email about that.
You know, give me some of all that stuff they got.
Yeah, you see, the funny thing. All right, hold on one second, Dad. I mean, listen in. So the funny thing about my dad is he doesn't understand how the internet works. So he doesn't understand. I mean, so whenever he sees me working with brands or companies and they gift me things because I'm promoting or whatever, he's like, "Well, I should do that. I want some free stuff." And he should. He has like 150,000 followers on Instagram, and he's got Dad, we almost got to the 200K on YouTube. You're doing well.
I'm gonna pause it right there. My dad was notorious. I'm not trying to make this is, to me, this is not negative, but I think this is just something that it can happen in generations. My dad was notorious for getting weird whenever I got something that he didn't have, or I think it's the concept of you as a adult work hard and your kid's able to have a life you couldn't have as a child, which is very understandable. But man, he would do that to me all the time. And he wouldn't do it to my brother. Or maybe if he did, I wasn't around for it. But he would be like, "Oh, JD got that new iPhone. Brother, I need a new iPhone." And I'd be like, "Why?" "Because you got one." And I'd be like, "But you don't know how to use the one you got." And he'd be like, "Don't worry about that." I think that is just a generational thing. But I do think it's not. I think it's weird. I think it's very weird because especially when I would get opportunities and he would be questioning, how did I figure that out? And I again, I'm not trying to make this too personal. I think it's just for me, I didn't love that. I used to be like, "Dad, why you told me to go figure out how to make some money and do my stuff. Now I'm doing it and you're talking to me like you jealous." "Brother, ain't nobody jealous." But he would be confused on basically just how the internet worked. And but then if I was, but it's interesting. I mean, I think that was also a way of him to try to connect with me because he would want to learn more about the type of stuff that I did have an understanding of. So, if any of you have ever seen or watched his YouTube channel, his show, Cooking for Poor People, that was something that he had the idea, but I helped him produce it and edit it and shoot the first 8 to 9 episodes when I was younger. And it was, I felt great doing it with him because I was like, I'm happy you're able to do something that gives you an outlet. I feel like my dad is of that older generation of entertainers where they don't know how, or they don't understand how to really utilize the powers that be, like the internet or their influence or their audience and other stuff. They don't really know how to turn it into not even a product, more just something that they can use as an outlet. And I know for me, I was like, "Dad, if you have funny ideas or you want to do something different, you should try to do it." But I know that he was kind of, he was born in 1942. He had me when he was 46. He had my brother when he was 52, I think. He was very much set in his ways with, "Oh, JD, I know how to do the things I know how to do, and I know how to make money the way I know how to make it." Because I remember we would I would pitch him ideas a lot. I'd be like, "Dad, you should do this, you should do that." I know that we managed to get social media going in the YouTube channel, but with the YouTube channel, I felt like that was, luckily for him, an outlet he never got a chance to really pursue on his own accord with the way his career was set up. It was very much like I have established myself in this industry. People send me opportunity, like a job to be on TV, or be in a film or be on an animated series, and I take it or I don't take it. Creating my own lane has never been an idea for me. I know that for him, it was like, I think for him, it was like, oh, I don't know how to create these other lanes that are now out there, as he is someone who, you know, had lived so much life and then came into an age where the internet exists. And it's like, I don't understand how to really utilize the internet to my benefit. But, you know, I think I'm happy he got to do like his YouTube channel and be on some podcasts and be a part of certain things that were out there. Cause I'm glad me and my brother were there to kind of like nudge him a little bit to try different things. Cause I think if it was up to him, he would have like never even stepped foot in any of those areas. He would have been like, no, yum, 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 yum. That's how you sound. Yum, yum, yum. But yeah, so that's kind of like where this conversation is, where he's, I need one because you got one. It's like, no, brother, you just we can both have it. It's all good. It's just so silly. Also, you did. I don't know.
For a YouTuber, actually.
Tell them about my cooking show.
Yeah.
For poor people.
Yes, he has
because when you're hungry, everything tastes good.
He has a cooking show. It's one that's called Cooking for Poor People on YouTube.
For poor people.
Yep. All right, Dad. Well, great. I'm glad you accepted my call in to the to this little platform. But I'll give you a call later, man.
Am I the first one y'all ever call?
Yeah, you're my first caller.
Well, I should get them some other stuff.
Stop being greedy, old man. He's like, I should get some more things. What else y'all got?
I'll take a car. How about that?
He said I'll take a car. No one's getting you a free car, you old greedy
what
man.
About you're not as big as Let's Make a Deal?
No. He said this isn't as big as Let's Make a Deal or Price is Right. Which one of those shows do you call in?
You guys in the basement somewhere?
No, we're not. He said, are we in a basement? We can't afford it. Hey man, even though you're making this probably one of the most entertaining phone calls I've ever had, I got to hang up on you, man.
Don't hang up on me.
Don't hang up on me.
I think I am. I'm ready to go take a shower and shave. You woke me up from
man,
half an hour sleep.
Yeah, this is
my other half an hour.
I'm showing them your YouTube now.
Do some stuff. How about some chicken and some wing and some of them wings with the lemon pepper sauce?
Oh my goodness! Hey man, if I get you any branded content spots on the internet, you got to give me 10% because I'm your manager practically.
Yeah, what they sell? I'll talk about it.
I would actually love to see you do a branding thing. That'd be so funny. You'd be like, now get yourself the new pine saw for your kitchen. Clean your dishes or something. I don't know.
What commercial do they have? What products?
I don't know, man. People are saying you're trying to steal my show right now because there's the chat aspect of this where the chat's going by in the comments, and people said, your dad trying to steal your show right now, JD.
Well, tell whoever's saying that, send me. I need some new gym shoes.
You need new gym shoes? Oh my goodness!
And I need some new tires on my car.
New tires on your car?
He's obviously joking. But this is funny. My dad was if I ever wanted to, I mean, I never really called him to ever share or show him to people, but he was always a good time. And you know, it's funny. He always, if I ever did include him in anything creative wise, he always would turn it on. This is him turning it on. To a degree. I mean, it's him being himself, but him doing the whole, I need a car, all that stuff. Which is kind of sad because I know that was one of the things I wanted to do in my life and career. He always wanted a Ferrari. And I told myself, well, if I ever make it big enough, I would love to get him that car. But couldn't make that happen in time.